Hello, English learners. Welcome back to the Fresh English Podcast, your cozy place to practice English and learn real life English conversations. I'm Anna.
And I'm Tom. Hi, everyone. How are you feeling today, Anna?
Hi, Tom. I'm feeling okay, but honestly a little tired. My weekend was full of energy. I went out with some friends, stayed up late, and it was fun, but now I feel a little drained.
Oh, I know that feeling. My weekend was very quiet. I stayed at home, cooked some food, read a book, and just relaxed. At first, it felt boring, but later I realized how nice it was to slow down.
That actually sounds wonderful. Sometimes the calm weekends are exactly what we need to recharge for the week ahead.
Exactly. And speaking of the week, have you ever noticed how Sundays feel peaceful but also a little nervous? Your body relaxes, but your mind whispers, oh no, tomorrow is Monday.
Yes, that's so true. Your brain is already thinking about emails, traffic, meetings, or homework, even if your body is still resting.
So, if you're listening today and it's Sunday for you, maybe you feel cozy but a little anxious. Or if it's already Monday, maybe you're on the bus walking to school or cleaning after work. You're already in the new week.
That's right. And the big question is, what do we really need for Monday? More stress, more pressure, or more I'm not good enough thoughts?
Definitely not. What we need is positivity, thoughts that give us energy, not take it away.
Yes, and that's why today's topic is so important. The power of positivity, how small actions and small habits can slowly change the way we feel every day.
Don't worry, this episode is perfect for B1 levers, and even if you are A2, you can still follow along. If something feels difficult, just listen again, and you'll understand more the second time.
You can listen while cooking, walking, cleaning, or enjoying a cup of tea. The key is real English, real feelings, and real life.
So, let's start. Our first idea is simple, but very important. Happiness starts inside you.
Let's be honest, Tom. Sometimes happiness feels very far away. You wake up, open your eyes, and immediately your brain starts listing all the problems: bills, work, mistakes, emails.
Oh yes, I call that my gray morning brain. Everything seems heavy and gray for no real reason. And then, slowly, you start feeling weighed down like you're carrying a heavy backpack on your chest.
That's a perfect image. And here's an important point. Your happiness is not only about what happens to you outside. A big part of happiness comes from how you respond to life, your choices, and your habits.
Exactly, but I know what you're thinking. Anna, that's easy to say. How do I actually do it?
Good question. I'll give you a real life example. Last month, I woke up one morning and everything felt gray. The same room, the same coffee, the same life, but my outlook felt negative.
Outlook means the way you see life or a situation, right?
Yes, and I realized something important. I wasn't just noticing the negative thoughts, I was feeding them. I opened my phone and started reading bad news, negative comments, scary posts.
That's like giving your brain a sad breakfast.
Exactly. At first, I stayed in bed scrolling, feeling worse, but then I remembered something important. I can't always change my mood, but I can change my next 5 minutes.
I love that. Small choices, small resets.
So I put my phone down, opened the window, played one happy song, made a simple breakfast, and went for a 10-minute walk. That small reset didn't fix everything, but it lifted a little weight off my backpack.
That's really powerful. Sometimes happiness begins with tiny seeds, small actions that slowly grow into better feelings.
Yes, and the weeds, negative news, old memories, other people's drama, they don't disappear, but planting one small positive seed every day, like gratitude or a kind thought, slowly changes your mind.
Mini exercise. Plant your happiness seed. Now, it's your turn, listeners. Take a minute to think of one small action you can do today that is kind to yourself.
It can be very simple. Open your window and breathe. Make a cup of tea, write one thing you're grateful for, or listen to a song that makes you smile.
Write it down or say it out loud. This is your first tiny seed for happiness.
Even one small action matters. Don't underestimate it.
Vocabulary Spotlight. Let's look at some words from today. Dwell on. To keep thinking about something again and again, usually negative. Example, I try not to dwell on my mistakes all night. Outlook. The way you see life or a situation. Example, her outlook on life changed after a short walk in the park. Short circuit your thoughts. Stop a negative thought pattern. Example, I decided to short circuit my bad mood by playing music. Tiny seeds. Small actions or thoughts that grow into bigger changes. Example, sending a kind message is like planting a tiny seed of happiness. Mini story, Tom's gray morning. Tom, I had a gray morning last week. I woke up and my brain started listing everything wrong. Work, bills, emails I hadn't answered, mistakes I'd made. It was like a storm in my head.
Oh no, what did you do?
At first, I scrolled on my phone. Big mistake. It made me feel worse. Then I remembered something Anna said once. I can change my next 5 minutes.
That's right. Small resets can make a big difference.
So I got up, opened the window, drank a glass of water, and played one happy song. I even danced for 30 seconds.
And that's the key. Small actions repeated every day slowly change your mind.
Dialogue practice for learners.
Anna, let's practice a short dialogue. Repeat after us.
Ready?
Tom, I feel tired and sad today.
That's okay, Anna. Let's do one small thing to feel better.
Like what?
Open the window and take 3 deep breaths.
Okay, I will try that.
Great. Even small steps help.
Last time, we talked about how happiness starts inside you and how small actions can lift your mood. Today, let's dive into something almost everyone struggles with: worry.
Oh, yes. Worry can make your brain feel heavy, like it's spinning in circles and never stops. Sometimes it's not even about real problems, it's just thoughts running wild.
I know that feeling. For example, I can lie in bed at night thinking, what if I fail tomorrow? What if people don't like me? What if something goes wrong at work? And suddenly, my mind won't rest.
Exactly. I had a week recently where my brain was spiraling like that. One small worry about work became a story about failing my whole life.
Here's the first step. Notice what you are worrying about and ask yourself, can I actually control this?
I use a simple exercise called the 2-circle method. Grab a notebook and draw 2 circles. In the first circle, write all the things you can control. In the second circle, write all the things you cannot control.
For example, things you can control: what you eat tomorrow, how many hours you sleep, whether you study for 20 minutes, what message you send to a friend.
And things you cannot control: the past, other people's opinions, world events, weather, mistakes you already made.
Seeing it on paper makes it much clearer. Most of our worries actually belong in the cannot control circle.
Yes, I realized 90% of my anxiety was in that second circle. My mind was working hard, but it wasn't helping me.
And here's the rule I follow. Notice the things you cannot control, but don't stay there for long. Instead, choose one small thing in the can control circle and focus on that.
Even small actions like drinking water, taking 3 slow breaths, writing a to-do list for tomorrow, sending one kind message, taking a short walk outside, or sitting quietly can make a big difference.
Mini story: Tom's busy week.
Let me share a real example. Last week, I had so much on my mind: work deadlines, bills, a family argument, and a small health worry. At night, I was lying in bed thinking about everything at once. My thoughts were spiraling and I couldn't sleep.
That sounds exhausting.
It was. So I grabbed a notebook and drew 2 circles.
I wrote down what I could control, sending one work email, cooking a healthy dinner, taking a short walk, and calling a friend. Everything else went in the cannot control circle.
And what happened?
Suddenly, I felt lighter. Instead of worrying about everything at once, I focused on just one small action, sending the work email. And after that, I went for a short walk. My mind finally got some rest.
That's a great example. Focusing on small, actionable steps is like giving your mind a break from chaos.
Segment 2. Small actions, big impact. Here's the key idea. Even tiny actions can shift your focus and reduce worry.
Yes. For instance, if your mind is spinning with thoughts you cannot control, do one small thing you can control.
Like drink a glass of water, take 3 slow breaths, write a to-do list for tomorrow, send one kind message, take a short walk outside.
These actions don't solve all your problems, but they give your brain a break and create a moment of calm.
It's like moving your brain from a noisy street into a quiet park. You're still alive in the city of problems, but you found a peaceful corner.
Vocabulary Spotlight. Let's look at some words from today. Spiral, spiraling, when thoughts get worse and worse in your mind. Example, I read one scary news story, and then my thoughts started spiraling.
Stuck in a rut, feeling trapped in the same situation, bored and without progress. Example, I was stuck in a rut at work, doing the same tasks every day.
Keep your head above water to manage just enough to survive a difficult situation. Example, with work and family responsibilities, she was just trying to keep her head above water.
Focus on what you can control. Pay attention to actions and choices you can influence, not things you cannot.
Mini exercise 2, control circle practice.
Take a notebook and draw your 2 circles. List 3 things you can control today and 3 things you cannot control today.
Then, choose one thing from the can control circle and do it within the next hour. It could be small, like sending a message, cleaning your desk, or taking a short walk.
These actions don't solve all your problems, but they give your brain a break and create a moment of calm.
Mini dialogue practice. Let's practice a short dialogue. Repeat after us.
Ready?
I feel worried about tomorrow.
I understand. Let's focus on one thing we can do now.
Like what?
Write down one task you can complete today.
Okay, I will do that.
Great. One small step can calm your mind.
Mini story. Anna's stressful night. I remember one stressful night last month. I was worried about work, exams, and a friend who seemed upset with me. My thoughts were spiraling and I couldn't sleep.
What did you do?
I wrote down my can control list. Study 20 minutes, send a friendly message, prepare my lunch for tomorrow. Everything else went into the cannot control circle.
And the result?
Even just writing it down helped me breathe. I chose one small action. Study for 20 minutes. After that, I felt a little lighter and calmer.
Reflection moment. Listeners, take a moment now. Think about what's spinning in your mind. Which part can you control?
Focus on one small action you can take in the next hour. Even tiny steps help reduce worry.
Over time, this practice trains your mind to stay in your can control circle and rest from endless spiraling thoughts.
Last time, we talked about how worrying about things we cannot control only makes our mind tired. Today, let's talk about something that can actually give your mind hope: goals.
Yes, but goals can be tricky. They can give you energy, but they can also create stress if they are too big or unclear.
That's true. Have you ever felt like your goals were attacking you instead of helping you?
Absolutely. Sometimes instead of feeling motivated, I feel guilty because I haven't done enough.
Me too. A few years ago, I had a period where I felt lost. Work wasn't fulfilling, I wasn't happy, and I didn't know what I wanted next. At night, my brain was full of I should thoughts. I should earn more. I should be more successful. I should already have everything figured out.
Oh, yes, the classic I should trap. And then social media makes it worse. You see friends buying houses, traveling, starting businesses, and suddenly your life feels stuck.
That's when I realized something important. The grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Good ADM, it means other people's lives look better than yours, but you don't see their struggles.
Exactly. From the outside, everything seems perfect, but everyone has problems we don't see.
So, what's the solution? Small, realistic goals. Not huge, life changing goals, but tiny steps that give your brain a clear direction.
Let me give an example. I took a piece of paper and wrote 3 simple goals. Health goal, walk 20 minutes every day after dinner. Work goal, spend 20 minutes learning something new for my future career. Heart goal, send one message every day to someone I care about.
That's perfect. Small, achievable, and kind to yourself.
Exactly. It's not about achieving perfection, it's about giving your mind something to focus on, like turning on a small flashlight in a dark room. You can't see everything, but you can see the next few steps.
I love that image. Small steps give your brain hope, even when life feels overwhelming.
Mini story. Tom's goal experiment.
I tried something similar last month. I felt stuck in my routine. Same job, same apartment, same problems. I wrote down 3 small goals. Health, drink 2 liters of water every day. Work, learn 10 new English words every day. And heart, call or message one friend daily.
And did it help?
Absolutely. By focusing on these small goals, I started feeling progress. My walks improved my mood, learning English boosted my confidence, and checking in with friends made me feel connected.
So your life didn't magically become perfect, but you started to bounce back.
Yes, bounce back means recovering slowly after something difficult, like a ball that hits the ground and comes up again.
Segment 2. Setting clear and kind goals.
Here's a key point. Goals should be clear and kind.
Clear so your brain knows exactly what to do. Kind so you don't hurt yourself with pressure.
For example, instead of saying, I must get fit, you can say, I will walk 20 minutes every day.
Or, instead of I must learn everything in English, try I will learn 10 new words today.
Small, simple, and achievable.
These small steps slowly add up. After a few weeks, your mind feels lighter, more focused, and more hopeful.
Vocabulary Spotlight. Let's look at some words from today. Bounce back. Recover after something bad or difficult. Example, she took time, but she bounced back after losing her job. Grass isn't always greener. Other people's lives look better than they really are. Example, I thought her life was perfect, but the grass isn't always greener. Clear goal. A goal that is specific and easy to understand. Example, a clear goal helps your mind focus and stay motivated. Kind goal. A goal that is gentle and doesn't create stress or guilt. Example, sending one kind message each day is a small, kind goal.
Mini exercise 3. Write your 3 small goals. Take a notebook, write 3 small goals for this week. One for your health, one for your work or learning, and one for your relationships or heart.
Make them clear, kind, and achievable. Don't worry if they seem small. Small steps create big changes over time.
Once you write them down, choose one goal to start today. Even completing just one step gives your brain a sense of accomplishment.
Mini dialogue practice. Let's practice a dialogue. Repeat after us.
I feel stuck in my routine.
That's okay. Let's choose one small goal to try this week.
Like what?
Maybe learn 10 new English words today.
Okay, I will do that.
Great. Small steps matter more than big plans that never start.
Segment 3. Real-life application. Last year, I felt lost. I didn't like my job, I felt lonely, and I compared myself to everyone online. I realized I had no direction.
So what did you do?
I wrote 3 small goals, just like we explained. I didn't try to fix everything, just one small step each day.
And over time?
Slowly, I felt lighter. The goals gave me hope instead of stress. My mind was no longer spinning with I should thoughts all day.
That's the magic of small, realistic goals.
Reflection moment. Take a moment to reflect. What is one small, clear, and kind goal you can focus on this week?
It could be as simple as walking 10 minutes, learning 5 new words, or sending a friendly message. The important part is starting.
Remember, small goals are not about perfection. They are about moving forward slowly and gently. Last time, we talked about small goals and how they can give your mind hope. But life isn't always easy, even with small goals. Sometimes pain or heartache enters our lives.
That's true. Everyone experiences moments when the heart feels heavy or life feels overwhelming. It could be a breakup, losing a job, or a big disappointment.
Exactly. And the first thing to understand is feeling pain is human. It doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you failed. It means you're alive and your heart is responding to life.
I remember a time when I went through a breakup. It wasn't dramatic, no big fight, but inside it felt like someone had switched off all the color in my life.
I'm sorry, Tom.
Thank you. For weeks, I didn't want to do anything. I just stayed in bed, listening to sad songs and thinking about every little conversation. I was brooding.
Brooding means staying inside sad thoughts and thinking about them over and over. It's okay to feel sad, but if we stay too long in brooding, it can make us feel heavier.
Exactly. It felt like I was wearing wet clothes all day, dragging the weight of sadness everywhere.
Segment 1. Small actions through hard times. Here's the key idea. You can't think your way out of pain alone. You have to live your way through it.
That's right. Small actions, even very simple routines, can help you move forward.
For example, take a shower, eat something nourishing, step outside for a few minutes, talk to one trusted friend.
You don't have to run, just walk. Walk slowly through the pain with small steps.
That's a very important mindset. It's about moving, not forcing yourself to feel better instantly. Mini story. Anna's painful season. I remember a time when I lost someone very close to me. I stayed in my room for hours replaying memories. I was brooding, feeling like life had stopped.
How did you start moving forward?
I started tiny. I would make a cup of tea, sit on the balcony for 5 minutes, and notice the sky. Then I would write one line in my notebook. Today, I tried one small thing for myself.
That's beautiful. Small steps create tiny victories, and over time, those victories add up.
Segment 2. The Problem-Solving Notebook. Here's a practical tool I use called the Problem-Solving Notebook.
How does it work?
Whenever I feel overwhelmed, I write one sentence. The problem is, and complete it in a simple, clear way.
For example,
The problem is I feel lonely in this city, or the problem is I don't know how to pay this bill.
and then?
Then I write 3 small things I can do this week to move forward. Join an online English group, call an old friend and ask, "Can we talk this weekend?" Go to a park, cafe, or public place to not stay alone at home.
That way, you move from I have a problem to I am working through the problem.
Yes, and that's positivity in action. Quiet courage, not fake smiles. Mini dialogue practice. Let's practice a short dialogue. Repeat after us.
Ready?
I feel sad and heavy today.
I understand. Let's take one small action together.
Like what?
Step outside for 5 minutes or write one line in your notebook.
Okay, I will try that. That's great.
Even small steps help your heart feel lighter.
Segment 3. Vocabulary Spotlight. Here are some useful words and phrases from today.
Brood, to think about something sad for a long time. Example, after the breakup, he brooded all day in his room.
Live your way through. Move forward with small actions instead of only thinking. Example, when I felt heartbroken, I lived my way through by walking and making tea.
Quiet courage, small, gentle bravery in facing difficulties. Example, getting out of bed on a sad day is an act of quiet courage.
Work through. Slowly process a difficult feeling step by step. Example, it took months, but she worked through her fear of speaking in English. Mini exercise 4. Small steps through pain.
Think about one small action you can do today to help your heart feel lighter.
It could be as simple as drinking water slowly, walking outside for 5 minutes, writing one line in your notebook, listening to a calming song.
Try one of these actions now or in the next hour. Even tiny steps matter.
Mini story. Tom's heartache recovery.
I remember feeling lonely and sad after my breakup. My first steps were tiny, making tea, calling a friend, and stepping outside.
And what happened after that?
Slowly, the heavy feeling lifted. I didn't forget my sadness, but it became lighter. Over weeks with consistent small actions, I bounced back emotionally.
That's so important. Life doesn't ask us to heal instantly. It asks us to move forward slowly.
Reflection moment. Take a moment now. What is one small action you can take today to work through a difficult feeling?
Write it down or say it out loud. Remember, small steps create small victories, and those victories slowly build hope.
Even if life feels heavy, you can still take one step. Today. Now.
So far, we've talked about inner happiness, worrying less, setting small goals, and moving through pain. Today, let's combine all these ideas into a simple daily routine for a happier mind.
That's right. Think of it as a gentle map you can follow every day. It's not about perfection. It's about small, consistent steps that make life a little lighter.
Segment 1. Morning. Start with calm and positivity.
The morning sets the tone for the whole day. Start with small habits that give your brain energy.
For example, take 3 slow breaths after waking up. Open the window and notice the sunlight or the air. Drink a glass of water. Say one positive thought to yourself, like, "Today I will focus on what I can control."
Even 2 minutes of these habits can shift your mind from worry to calm.
Yes, and if something bad happens later, your mind starts the day with a little reserve of positivity.
Segment 2. Daily actions. Focus on what you can control.
During the day, remember the 2-circle method. Notice worries and separate what you can and cannot control.
For things you cannot control, acknowledge them but let them go. For things you can control, pick one small action and do it.
Small actions could be sending a message to a friend, studying or learning something new, tidying your desk or room, taking a short walk.
These actions are tiny, but they give your mind a sense of accomplishment and reduce spiraling thoughts.
Mini story. Anna's daily routine. I used to feel overwhelmed every morning. My brain would immediately jump to worries. But then I started doing a 5-minute routine. Drink water, write a simple plan for the day, and focus on one goal I can achieve today.
How did that change things?
Even on stressful days, I felt lighter and calmer. My mind was still busy, but I had a small anchor to hold on to.
Segment 3. Goals. Keep them small and kind. Remember, small goals are better than big, stressful ones.
Here's an example. Health, walk 15 to 20 minutes. Work or study, learn 10 new words or review one lesson. Heart or relationships, send a kind message or talk to a friend.
Small, clear, and kind goals help your brain focus without adding guilt.
And when you achieve them, even partially, you bounce back emotionally and mentally.
Segment 4. Handling pain. One step at a time.
Life isn't always smooth. Heartache, stress, or disappointments happen.
But remember, live your way through, not just think your way through. Small actions like making tea, stepping outside, writing one sentence in your notebook.
These actions create quiet courage. They help you work through problems slowly.
And over time, even small steps can lift the weight from your shoulders. Segment 5. Evening. Reflect and reset.
The evening is a good time to reflect and reset your mind. Ask yourself, what small goal did I achieve today? Did I focus on one thing I could control? Did I take at least one small step to move through pain or worry?
Then write one line in your notebook. Today I tried one small thing for myself.
This simple reflection trains your brain to notice progress, not just problems.
Mini dialogue practice. Tom, let's practice a short dialogue. Repeat after us.
I feel tired and stressed today.
That's okay. Let's choose one small step to feel later.
I will take a 10-minute walk.
Perfect. Even one small step is a positive step forward.
Vocabulary and phrases review. Word tour. Let's review the key words and phrases we've learned in this podcast series. Dwell on. Think too much about something, usually negative. Example, don't dwell on mistakes. Take action instead. Spiral. When worries get bigger in your mind. Example, my thoughts started to spiral after reading bad news. Stuck in a rut. Feeling trapped in a boring or repetitive routine. Example, I felt stuck in a rut at my job. Keep your head above water. Survive difficult situations. Example, with all the tasks, she tried to keep her head above water. Bounce back. Recover after a setback. Example, he bounced back after losing his job. The grass isn't always greener. Other people's lives might look better, but you don't see their struggles. Example, social media makes it easy to forget the grass isn't always greener. Brood. Think about something sad repeatedly. Example, she brooded over her mistakes all day. Live your way through. Take action to move through hard times. Example, I lived my way through heartache by taking small steps each day. Quiet courage. Small, gentle bravery. Example, getting out of bed on a sad day is quiet courage. Work through. Process a problem step by step. Example, it takes time to work through stress, but small actions help. The ball is in your court. It's your turn to act. Example, now you know the problem and options. The ball is in your court.
Mini exercise 5. Your daily routine plan. Take a notebook and create a daily routine for a happier mind. Morning, 2 to 3 small habits to start calm. Daytime, focus on one action you can control. Goals, 1 to 3 small, clear, and kind goals. Pain or stress, one small action to work through tough feelings. Evening, reflect. One thing you achieved today.
Keep it simple. Even one small step in each part of the day is a huge victory for your mind.
Mini story. Tom's 7-day challenge. I tried a 7-day challenge with this routine. Each day, I took 3 slow breaths in the morning, focused on one controllable task, completed one small goal, took one small step through worry or sadness, reflected at night.
And the result?
By the end of the week, I felt calmer, lighter, and more positive. Not perfect, but happier.
That's the power of consistent small actions. Reflection moment. Listeners, think about today. Choose one small thing you can do now to start this daily routine.
Remember, it's not about big changes. Tiny steps repeated daily create a happier mind.
And if you practice this every day, your brain slowly forms habits of positivity, calm, and courage.